All right, we've been focusing on joy the entire month of November. How is everybody doing with that? Joyful being. Oh, great. All right, so today, of course, it's Thanksgiving. So are y'all feeling that beautiful energy of celebration and gratitude coming up in your hearts? Good. Gratitude is about love. We know that. It's about recognizing the love that's coming to you. We recognize it and we give it in return. We believe that gratitude is the highest form of unconditional love. Because in gratitude, there are no strings. Do you realize that? I love you, and I'm attaching to you, wanting something back from you. No. I am so completely giving you my love without condition, because I am so grateful for something you've done. So it's completely unconditional. So do you think that's a very powerful space for us to walk in this beautiful energy of gratitude? Of course. Annalise Scarron, who was a writer around the turn of the century, said, "Gratitude or thanksgiving is the key to multiplying your blessings." So I thought we'd start there and look at it and go around. Oh, excuse me. I must have room. When you look at the formula in attraction, I was talking about the law of attraction, when I am attracting to myself everything that is contained within me, all my beliefs, everything I hold, everything that vibrates within me, I put out to the world and it returns to me equal, just an equal thing. So if we change the formula just a bit, and we open up our hearts and we say, God, here's me, but I'm going to ask that you now bring to me an experience that is for my highest and best good. And I'm tapping into the greater energy of God love. Now what vibrates within me? An openness to receive greater? So even through the law of attraction, now I can bring into my world something that I of myself might not have been able to create. You see? So we're opening to this energy of God love. And gratitude, unconditional love. The key here is gratitude is acknowledging the support of something that is outside of your control. When we are being grateful, we are sending unconditional love for something that has come to us that we of ourselves did not create. If I'm vibrating and it's my energy and I'm vibrating and I manifested it, well, I did it, by God. And when it comes to you, it's like, oh yeah, that's mine. I did that. I worked hard for that. I earned that. You know that? That energy? That's me. That's mine right here. Yeah, got it. But when we open to God and we say, God, we ask now for the highest and greatest, something greater than I of myself can achieve, something greater than I have manifested, my highest and best. And then when it comes to us, there's this euphoria, is there not? There's like, wow. Something beyond my ability, something beyond my investment has now returned to me. And we send this beautiful gratitude back to God, this unconditional love. Can you feel it? This is what she was referring to when she said that gratitude multiplies your blessings. When we can give back unconditionally, it grows within us, even if it's simply just our law of attraction. But when we learn to give back unconditionally, it expands us. We draw greater. It's a snail pace, that one, but it does help us grow and evolve. So gratitude will always expand our ability to multiply the blessings that we get in our world. Everybody clear? All right. All right. Recognizing an energy that supports us that we did not create. Do you all realize that the love of God and the energy of the universe is all around us? And we have that beautiful capacity to understand that we were not designed to live here in and of our own accord. We really weren't designed to live by ourselves. We were designed to plug into and be a part of this massive energy of universal flow, and to partner with people, to partner with one another, to become this beautiful energy where we are unique yet part of a collective energy of love. Do you all remember that? Yet sometimes don't we feel so alone, so separate, so it's all up to me, I've got to get this done, if I haven't done it, it's not going to get done? Yes. So, things we could work on. I was reminded when I was meditating, Thanksgiving is an interesting time because our thoughts go to family, friends, food, Cooking, even I shall cook.
Yay.
Blessings to all who eat. It shall only be pies. So, and we're celebrating. We're wanting to gather. We're wanting people to come together. And the focus is about our human companions. It's about our human relationships. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. But when we think about the basis of the holiday, which is a relatively new holiday, you all realize Thanksgiving is a relatively new holiday in the history of our country. And it was designed to bring us unity, to give us a reason to come together and celebrate. And then we looked back, whoever created it looked back in history and said, oh, let's make it about the Pilgrims. Let's make it about when they came over and they had a feast and they celebrated. This is a great basis, yes? Why not? Why not make it about them? Why not make it about a group of people who planned within everything, planned as best they could to start a new life. They did everything they could within their ability. They packed for the trip. They planned for the trip. They got their booking on the boat for the trip. They were ready to go for the trip. And then everything else was in God's hands. They got on a boat not really knowing if they're going to survive, if they're going to hit their land, if they're going to be able to survive once they get there. They planned everything they could possibly do within their level of consciousness, and then they had to completely surrender and trust forces outside of their control. To know that, or hope that, or pray that, there could be harmony with the universe, harmony with the weather, harmony with the sea, harmony with where they were going. And they could find a space where they could thrive. They did all they could at one level, but do you think that there was a lot of unseen forces that were behind them? Tremendous unseen forces behind them to even get them to reach their destination, to allow them to make friends when they arrive, to allow them to thrive. Tremendous unseen forces supporting them. So it's a good foundation for gratitude, isn't it? Recognizing that we of ourselves go this far. That when we open to connecting with the unseen, that which we did not do of our own accord, that gratitude takes us to another level. All right, I like the idea of the Pilgrims. I think they're great. I think it's great that we teach our little children these stories. They're symbolic, they're not actual, but it's okay, because it teaches them principles that are good, that hopefully we remember as we age. Receiving blessings, giving blessings, unconditional love with no expectation. All right. Spirit said this as I was preparing. All around us there is an energy that seeks to support us. There is love that seeks a space to be received. Remember the big ocean of light. All around us there is love that seeks to support us. It seeks a space to be received. When we are in that universal flow of love, we feel great, don't we? Empowered, ready to go, happy. Do we live there? We try to, don't we? We try to. In the month when we've been focusing on joy, I know I have had moments where I get to learn lessons that are less than joyful. Where I realize, oh, I'm not joyful right now, and let me just try to figure out what's going on. Have you all been doing that? Mm-hmm. What you focus on expands, and then anything that's in contradiction to it will expand as well. So all of our little issues arise. When we're in the flow of love, in the flow of gratitude, in the flow of truly seeking to become greater, everything is a blessing to us. It's a blessing or a lesson, which is a blessing. Lessons are blessings. It all comes to us to help us. This past week alone, I had two very deep issues arise within me. Deep. And they came up from the depths of my being. I had them so packed away. in boxes, nicely tied, little ribbons on them, don't have to deal with that anymore. Yet they wiggled their way to the surface. And so I said, came to my prayers, of course, it takes a minute, to come back to center. Came to my prayers and I decided, and I came to the awareness. My first lesson was, no man's behavior should ever take away my joy. No matter what they choose, no matter how they choose to experience it, no man's behavior should take away my joy. Not even the one that I live with. Just shouldn't happen. So as I began to own that, it was like, I finally feel I'm getting it at the deepest level. I'm owning it, and it just cracked open within me, this radiance of I am now free. It was amazing. My other lesson was, I do not serve corporate. I serve God. That was a big one. Mm-hmm. One of our utility companies always brings it out of me. But I realized deep within me, there was this energy of still serving corporate. Deep within me from years of service. And it came up and it welled up within me and I don't serve corporate anymore. We could say corporate serves me, but I'm not quite there yet. I don't serve corporate, I serve God. And it let this energy burst forth and be released. And I was completely grateful for the understanding and the clarity. I said, God, thank you for showing me, thank you. But did I say, God, thank you for making it so clear, so intensely? No, I didn't even think to thank God that I got so twisted out of shape. But if I had not pretzeled inside, I would not have opened to receive. It comes to us always with that beautiful force, that beautiful support that I did not create. Sometimes you go, well, how is this happening? I didn't create this. No, the universe is helping you. The universe is helping you move to it quickly, resolve, and get clear. Is everybody going, now I understand?
Oh.
All right. We are evolving and we're growing. As we learn to really trust that universal love, as we learn to be grateful for life and grateful for God and grateful for the supply, we really have to be comfortable in not being in control. It's very difficult for us because we are taught to be in control as children. As a child, we say to the child, you're not in control, I am, but you're in control of your toys, handle it. And when you can pay the bills, then you can tell me what to do. When you are paying my bills, you can tell me what to do. Until then, you're controlling your school, your toys, your stuff. I'm controlling all this stuff. And that's where the line is drawn. And then the child rises up and grows into the world, and they're controlling everything now. They're controlling everything. And when things seem to be out of your control, where do you go? Do you worry? I'm worried that I have not done enough to make something happen. I have not covered my bases well enough to make something happen. Do you all understand what I'm saying? Do you realize how often you really go there? I haven't done enough. Oh my God, I haven't done enough. Out of control, into worry. Or we could go out of control into that beautiful universal force that is all around us. Hey, maybe I haven't done enough, but I did what I thought I should do. God, universe, love, I'm open. Come on, lift me up, make it right. Whatever needs to happen, I'm willing. And then we can float on this not being in control so that the greater can come in to help us. Does that make total sense to you?
Yes.
Getting comfortable being not in control. Getting comfortable not having the answers in that moment. Getting comfortable knowing that you are going to be guided to that which serves you. You already knew this, didn't you? Yes. Yeah. When we worry, we cannot feel gratitude. And when we are in control, we cannot feel gratitude. Because when we are in control, we're back to exhibit A. I did this myself. I created it. Bring it to me. When we can relax, we can go into the greater help coming to us. All right. When I align with God, all my needs are met. The Bible says the Father knows your needs before you even ask. Have you guys read that one? Father knows your needs before you even ask, but you're supposed to ask anyway. Why do you ask anyway? Because until you ask or formulate or are receptive, how can the need come to you? Until I say, I would like, I want, I have a need for this, nothing comes into your field. So ask. And when you ask, and you ask in that spiritual knowing the universe supplies, greater than you ask can come to you. Okay? All right. When I rely only on myself, I am limited. I will manifest only myself. The love of God will always respond to you, but it is not dictated by you. You cannot move into that beautiful love of God with control. It responds to your heart, to your desires, to who you are. But it's not a magic wand that you can make serve you. It responds to you. The love of God, the universal support can only flow in the energy with which it is made, which is love, harmony, joy, and peace. It flows in goodness. It flows in goodness. So it responds to all those energies that you put out that are open to that goodness. Open to thriving and not surviving, but thriving. Open to greater. Gratitude. For me, it's the little things that amaze me. So I have two little stories I wanted to share with you. This is a very small, simple story. It happened this week. You all know that I was on the search for a refrigerator a couple weeks ago. My great joy to find a new fridge. Patrick and I went searching for a refrigerator. Saw one that I liked it. I liked it. But it didn't make crushed ice. And I had the salesman there, and I said, what is going on? I said, there's no crushed ice. He said, well, you get big cubes or you get little cubes. That's your choice. I said, no, crushed. And he said, no, they don't do that anymore. And I said, but why? He said, I don't know. This is what you get. And there were so many refrigerators on the floor, on the display, and maybe one older model that I did not care for still had crushed ice in it. And I was wrestling with it, and the ice maker was small, and I'm wrestling with it, but I really like this refrigerator. I'm wrestling with it, and I said, Patrick, we just have to go home. I have to process this. Because it's what I want on one level. I do process right there. But why? Tell me why. And the man just kept repeating what he was saying. He wasn't even answering my questions. So it's true. So after a couple of days, we went to the same department, the same store, a different location of the same store. And this was a woman this time. And so we're looking at the fridges again, and I pretty much go right back to the one I liked. I love this because you can organize stuff. It's got a great freezer. It's great. I love organizing things. I said to her, why no crushed ice? And she said, I think that was the feature that broke most readily, so they quit doing it. All right, I can accept that answer. And so we started chatting with her, and I said, okay, Patrick, let's just do it. I will deal with little ice cubes. So the day came, last Wednesday they delivered the refrigerator. And so the young man's telling me all the features, and I'm walking through the room, we're busy doing all this stuff, and he's hooking it up, and he goes, okay, and your crushed ice. And I went, oh no, it doesn't have crushed ice. Because I thought, well, he just is not focused. And he goes, no, it says crushed. And I said, oh, no, it really doesn't. That's just old feature. It doesn't have crushed ice. And so he looked at me really funny. And I went and got my paperwork, and I walked back in, and darned if it didn't say crushed on the thing. Wow. Crushed ice. And I went, no. So I got my paperwork. I'm looking at the model number in the refrigerator. I'm looking at the model number on my paperwork, the model number on the spec sheets. It's the same fridge with crushed ice. Yeah. do you not know? I said, "Yea, God." Because this was so out of my control. And I said, "God, I don't know if this is the very last of an old model or the very first of a new one, but thank you for the model change."
Co-creation.
I'm telling you, I was thrilled. I was thrilled. It's just the little things. It's the little things. And that was my affirmation. That was my affirmation. I got you, Cindy. Don't worry about it. I got you. So now I have a story about all of us. This happened again last week, a week ago. I was leaving on a Friday. I was late, and Patty was having a little gathering to sell jewelry, and I wanted to go. And you know, getting out of here, getting everything done, and I prayed out, and I was running out the door with my stuff. Doug Wright came up to me, and he said, "Cindy, I have to show you something. Do you have a minute?" And I said, "Doug, I really don't. I have just enough time to get home to get over Patty's." He said, "Well, you really need to see this." And I'm going, "Okay." Now, if you don't know, Doug works on the property. So he loves the property, takes care of it. He if anything is new, it's Doug. So y'all thank Doug. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
So, I know that you are aware that we had on one of our project lists over the summer to build a prosperity fence in the prosperity corner. It's just a little privacy fence so we could mark the corner. Our prosperity corner is adjacent to a builder next door and to the street. So we needed something to kind of hold our energy in. So over the summer, very challenging it was to finally get this prosperity corner finished. And I think it was finished a month or so ago, a couple of months ago. And it's beautiful. It's just marks the corner, and then we have a plan to put a meditation bench out there and make it beautiful so you can walk the beautiful path that goes back there. Yeah, I know most of you have been down there. And then the Lenten roses are there. So it's going to be a place of beauty. That's the long-range plan. And Doug, as we're walking around, he said, "We lost a tree." I went, "Oh, we got plenty of trees. We can lose trees." It was where we lost the tree. So we're walking down the path to the prosperity corner, and I can see the big ball, you know, the root ball laying on the ground. It was huge, and it was right toward the fence. So I took a breath. It's like, oh my gosh, this is our prosperity corner. This is our prosperity corner, guys. So I walk with Doug to the corner, and this gigantic tree, I don't know how tall it was,
Between 60 and 70 feet tall.
60 to 70 feet tall. It was gigantic. It had fallen right toward the fence. Boom. And within maybe 2 feet or less than 2 feet of hitting the fence, the top of it had split and come right back.
Okay.
It was amazing. The top of the tree split before it hit the fence and is right back, laying right beside the trunk. I said, "Oh my God." That's all I could say. "Oh my God, how did this happen? How did this happen? I don't know how many times I said that. How did this happen? How did this happen?" I started crying. It was like, oh my God, God was telling us, "I got you. I got you." So I think Doug kind of teared up too.
He has to move the tree.
So Doug and Doug's holding me, I'm crying, then we grabbed hands, we're praying, thank you, God, for a demonstration of support for our church and church family. Thank you, God. Thank you, Davis and nature spirits and angels and whoever made this happen. Thank you, tree. We just thanked all the spiritual energies that we cannot see that work to make this happen. And it was just so overwhelming. We just prayed and prayed. And then I still couldn't believe it. I just kept looking at the tree. And Doug said, "Well, this is pretty cool. The only cooler thing would have been if we'd been able to sit and watch it happen." And I invite you today to walk out to the prosperity corner and pet the tree. And I would like you to keep a piece of that tree. dug our little miracle tree, a big miracle tree, before we released it all to the universe. Affirmations of support, affirmations of supply, affirmations that your needs, no matter how small or large, the universe has it when you're ready and willing to receive and open. For me, that tree represented such an affirmation for us. It was just an affirmation for us. I got you. The whole universe is working to help you. We're all hanging in there together. I got you. And the gratitude that I felt for that beautiful outpouring of love was immense. When we wake every day knowing that I am not designed to do it all by myself, I am not designed to walk alone. I am designed to work with this beautiful energy that's all around me. I'm designed to incorporate and express the greater. And as I do and send my love, appreciation, and gratitude for the greater, I am deeper and deeper in the oneness. Deeper in the oneness. And you know those moments when you are so overwhelmed by a sense of gratitude? Do you feel separate from that which you are grateful for? No, it's oneness. It's this beautiful energy of God. So, as you go forward this week, we're going to have a lot of activities this week, aren't we? Mm-hmm. Turkey and pie and food and shopping. It's going to be fun. As we move toward that, we can actually have within our heart, I want to feel this gratitude that takes me into oneness. I want to feel that. I want to look at someone and be grateful for the energy they bring and acknowledge who they are and acknowledge God's blessings all around us. So that our family that we celebrate is our friends and our family on the earth plane. But we can extend it now to also our spiritual family. Our angels, our guides and teachers, all the people around us, all the energy around us. So our total week can be a celebration of heaven on earth. Sound good? All right, let's anchor that in. Good job. God, we open our hearts. We ask that your love flow. And I would invite each one of you to begin to feel a beautiful wave of light and love pouring through you. Feel your heart and the warmth. And in your mind's eye, just imagine that you can move into the energy of your own heart and find yourself just walking into a space of peace. And just feel as a color perhaps or an energy or an image comes up around you. And know that in this space you are safe. And in this space of safety, if you are willing, offer a prayer of gratitude for the life you have on this planet. Just let your heart open. God, I thank you for my life. For all the seen and unseen support. For all the seen and unseen love. And as you offer the prayer, just feel the energy as it comes back and engulfs you. You're a child of God. Feel that beautiful love filling you to overflow. and feel empowered. All that you need to thrive is yours. God, we ask now to walk with you. Let your focus now just come back, gently coming out of the awareness of the heart into the awareness of this room, the chair that you sit on, the physical body. I am good, I am loved, and I am ready to share my light with the world. And we thank you, God, for this blessing. Take a breath. Send your love into the room. When you're ready, just gently open your eyes. Well, I thank all of you for coming today and bringing your love and light. I so appreciate it. And it is my prayer for you that this week be absolutely magical. Absolutely magical in every moment and every way. Say, yay, God. Yay, God.